Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the rear view safety side camera. Now this is going to give us better field of view for our driver's side so we can make any of those maneuvers, whether we're changing lanes, maybe backing up or turning around, and we need to be able to see behind us, especially on our driver's side. So this is going to give us that camera to do so. It is designed to go in this kind of sideways configuration, so it'll be mounted up to the side of your vehicle, whether you're using it on a work truck, box van, an RV, or anything else. It does come with this little bracket, so it can kind of sit away from the body of your vehicle, and then you could adjust that angle to either be a little bit more pitched in towards your vehicle or a little bit more pitched out, depending on what works best for your situation. You can also just take this bracket off and then use the more flush mount design, which would be using this sort of double-sided foam tape, adhere that right to the bottom of the camera, and then there's also some screws, washers, lock washers, and nuts to attach around these little capture points here, these little mounting holes. So a bit more of a stable flush design for the mounting, so you can choose between those two. Also in our kit we'll get a 33-foot long cable to connect from our camera to the rest of our wiring, so it should be plenty long enough. We have a good length of cable to get this wired in where we need it to go. You can just connect those two ends. There'll be little arrows to line up, and then they'll thread down, and then this little boot covers that connection. So again, we'll have a watertight connection between everything, so we don't have to worry about any ingress of water or dirt causing corrosion or issues with our connection there. This end will then go to our monitor. We'll have our little red piece that's going to go to our power supply, which plugs in there, and then the two bare ends are going to go to our ground connection on that black wire and our power connection on the red wire. So red to power, black to ground. There are a lot of options as far as monitors. If you want to pick one up here at etrailer.com, we have several different options from rear view safety. So that'll be something to replace that connection, or to complete that connection. Take this off, and then we'll look a little bit closer at our camera. The nice thing about that camera is that it is going to be weatherproof, so we don't have to worry about any ingress of water, dirt, or debris. It has an IP68 rating, which basically means it's impervious to dust, and that it's also impervious to water. It can be actually submerged up to about a foot, so pretty durable. We shouldn't have to have any issues with, if you want to power wash your vehicle, should be able to withstand that just fine. We also have some infrared around that lens to make it so that we can still see even in low light conditions, even in the dark. We'll be able to see what's going on around us. So a very durable little camera. It's going to do a great job for us. As far as the measurements on this, with the bracket in place, it's going to sit away from our vehicle by about 3 inches. It's about 2.5 inches wide and about 3 inches long. Without that bracket in place, it's about 2 inches tall. So that bracket adds about 1 inch of space going away from our vehicle. But basically that's going to do it for our look at the rear view safety side camera. Again, we have a lot of options as far as accessories go with this, including the passenger side camera. So if you want to have one on either side, you can do that as well.